Hello everybody, and welcome to the Clark County Public Library program Curious Minds Club. My name is Miss Amanda, and today we're going to be talking about osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of water from a less concentrated solution to a more concentrated solution through a partially permeable membrane. And we're going to illustrate that today by doing an experiment with eggs. For this experiment, you'll need an egg, some plastic cups, a utensil like a spoon or a fork, vinegar, corn syrup, and some water and food coloring. First, you're going to begin by removing the shell from the egg and exposing the membrane. First, you'll carefully place the egg in your cup and then add the vinegar. The vinegar will dissolve the shell. Soak your egg in the vinegar for 24 hours. You can then remove it and add some new vinegar and leave it to soak again for another 24 hours. And after that 48 hours, the shell will have dissolved and left you with the semi-permeable membrane. And your egg will look something like this. You can carefully remove it and rinse it off. And you're left with a very bouncy egg. You can see that this egg is a little bit larger than this egg because the water from the vinegar has passed through the semi-permeable membrane. After you have dissolved your shell, we'll then place it back into the cup and add our corn syrup. This egg will want to float in the corn syrup, so you can press it down with a spoon or a fork or something like that. And you'll want to leave this egg in the corn syrup for 48 hours. The water from your egg will pass through the membrane and you'll be left with something like this. This egg is very shriveled and has very little water in it. And after you have this egg, we're going to put the water back into it. Just add some water. And for a little bit of fun, you can add some food coloring. And then after you've let your egg soak in the water for a day or two, you'll end up with something like this. The water has passed back through the semi-permeable layer, and you're left with something very similar to what you started out with, except that it's blue. Now let's find out a little bit more about how this experiment. In osmosis, water keeps moving through the membrane until equilibrium is reached. This is when the water concentration of both solutions is the same. So here, with our vinegar egg, the concentration of water in the vinegar is larger, so the water passes through the membrane into the egg. And with our corn syrup, the concentration of water inside the egg is greater, so the water passes through the membrane into the corn syrup. And then here, the concentration of water in the liquid is greater because it's just water. And so the water passes through the membrane back into the egg. And you end up with this. And that's all we have for today. Thanks for listening. Bye.